Hi everyone, the date is 10th of August and today we are going to see some of the flaws in Kanimozhi's claim regarding Hindi imposition and her recent encounter at an airport where she was questioned if she is an Indian for not knowing Hindi. So let me start. Like, Kanimozhi is not an ordinary person. She is well known. Her father is a former chief minister of Tamil Nadu, a very long term politician, and he is known across India, not like other chief ministers. Karunanidhi was a well-known name across India. Not just that, Kanimozhi is not famous just because her father was a chief minister or she herself was an MP. But we all know 2G case was spoken across India, not just in India, but outside India was also discussed. So her picture was on TV constantly for days or for months. So there is no way that anyone could not recognize her if they were watching TV. And being a CIRF personnel, I'm sure that lady or the man must have known her face. So secondly, it's not so. I don't understand how someone who knows them like so well can ask them, "Are you an Indian?" So that is not a possible thing to do, and they know that she is an MP. So secondly, they don't take a normal security queue. Unlike us, like if I go to an airport, I've been to a lot of airports, and I used to stand in queue, and we used to go one by one, right? So unlike us, they have a VIP route. So she's an MP, and also she's a very important person in DMK. So there are few things which these VIP people get. They can just bypass normal queues and they can go in a separate line. So obviously they know that if you're coming through a VIP line, they'll definitely know that you're not an ordinary person. So, and not all VIPs are given that queue. So just because you're rich or just because you have you are an MD of a company or CEO, you can't just go there. So you must be a special person to use that queue. So you must be an MP or minister. All these people use that queue. So there is no way that they would have thought, no, she is an ordinary person just using this queue. So this is second thing, which is another question, like how come someone who is using a VIP queue will be questioned like this. And I have been to a lot of airports. I've been to Delhi airport, I've been to Mumbai airport, I've been to Bangalore airport. In fact, I have been to Chennai airport very few times compared to Delhi and Mumbai. So not once they've asked me, do you know Hindi? There are chances they might have asked if she knows Hindi, but I wouldn't say that they're trying to impose Hindi on you. There is a reason, because I have met a lot of people when I was in the queue, like they don't speak proper English. So you don't need to know good or you don't need to speak fluent English to be part of CIRF. So what they check is like they check about your body, your physical fitness. So basically physical fitness and other few things are required for becoming an CIRF personnel. So English is not a barrier to become CIRF personnel, and a lot of these people wouldn't have studied a lot. So my assumption is those people, they don't know proper English, so they try to check with other people. If they know Hindi, then can you please communicate in Hindi so that they can understand. It's not like I know English, but I'm not going to speak in English with you. You better speak in my language for me to communicate. It's not that way. So for example, in my state, if I don't know English, if somebody's coming from the other place, like let's say from North India, then I will ask them, do you know Tamil? I mean, like Tamil and like something like that, right? So that doesn't mean that I'm trying to impose Tamil language into them, or onto them. So there are various reasons why that questions could have been asked, but I don't think this incident ever took place, because the moment she tweeted, I think CIRF's retweeted and said like they apologized and asked her some of the details, like where did this happen, when did this happen, Can you please provide the details and all these things they asked, and Kanimozhi merely said thank you, and she did not give any details to them. So she said the good thing is like her tweet said today, which means like if CIRF don't find any evidence that she was not in the airport on that particular day, where the day she tweeted, then we can assume that she was merely trying to stoke a controversy, or trying to stoke the regional things, just because she wanted some attention, because DMK has always played this language card and to come to power, and we all know that the 2G case is going to be heard very soon. I think this month the High Court will be hearing the 2G case again. So it could be a mere tactic of playing victim card, So once the hearings kick off, she will say, oh, I just said, the Modi government is trying to impose Hindi, so they're trying to, take up the case against me. So all these things can be possible, and I'm 100% sure she's not an ordinary person. She wouldn't have gone in an ordinary queue, and we all know that, now due to this pandemic, there is a lot of social distancing is taking place, so it's not like nobody will be in a hurry. Even if they're in a hurry, they have to follow the standard procedure. So she will be coming in a proper queue without too many people surrounded by her, so it is not easy for anyone to miss her identity, because you definitely can't come with your mask, because they definitely need to see your picture with your ID card. So you can't give the ID card and just close your face. So even if you have given the ID card, so by looking at your name and your face, they would have definitely recognized you. So this is definitely I think they're just trying to play some victim card, and they just want to stoke some controversy. And playing this Tamil versus Hindi is not new to Karunanidhi's family, and knowing his reputation, we all know that they will go to any extent to create riots to win the elections. Nobody cares. I mean, they don't care how many people die because of this, how many people suffer because of this. All they need is, they just need some controversy going on. And there are a lot of Tamil people. I'm from Tamil Nadu, but I have to agree that the moment you say Tamil, there are a lot of people, without knowing or without analyzing the situation, they will just become furious. How dare you speak against Tamil, or all these things. So it's been going on for last few years aggressively, since Jayalalitha's demise. All these anti-Modi channels are misusing all these sentiments. So I think CIRF is actually investigating this incident. It's very good. They are investigating, because the moment, they're going to see the CCTVs and everything. So my understanding is she was never in the airport on that day, or even if she was there, she wouldn't have the CCTV would have recorded everything. So good thing is, this she said that it happened at the security thing. So obviously they definitely have CCTV in all those places, so there is no chance that she could have can get away with this if she had lied about it. So I was just waiting for the CIRF to come back and say their findings, but to my understanding and to my knowledge and my assumption, knowing about DMK, Kanimozhi, because we all know that 2G case was a shambles. They played victim card again, and with the Dalit thing, with A. Raja being a Dalit, they tried all lots of stuff. But yes, in the lower court, they got a good verdict for themselves. But I don't think that's going to be the case in High Court, because a lot of people, a lot of legal experts have said that this judgment was unacceptable, providing all the evidences which was there already in the public domain. So let's hope for a good result from CIRF's findings. I'll meet you in next video. Thank you. Bye.